Hello students, welcome to the channel Edifying Kids. Today we are going to learn English class 7th unit 2 2.2 the souvenir. Students, if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe it now and do share with your friends so that you will get regular notifications. This story was originally written in Marathi and name of the story was Bhet, means gift. Students, you all like to go for a trip with school friends, right? So today in this lesson, we are going to see Saili's trip with her friends. This is an imaginary story, and today we will learn this lesson thoroughly. Along with this lesson, there are many questions in the margins, meanings, and even the English workshop. Correct? So, in the next video, we will discuss all the question answers. You will get this question answers video at the end of this video. So, students, watch this video till the end so that you will get the all the answers, all the question answers from the margin also and the workshop also. Okay, now let's see the exciting story by Lakshman Londe from Bhet. So we'll start. 2.2 the souvenir. Now students, first we'll see the meaning of souvenir. Souvenir means a thing that is kept or bought as a reminder of something. Okay, a reminder we can say. With the tip of her nose pressed to the window of the space shuttle, Sally sat gazing at the view outside for so long, still she didn't seem to be contented. Now, here Sally was sitting where? In the space shuttle. Okay. And Sally sat gazing. Gazing me to look steadily for a long time. What she was gazing? Outside the window. Okay. And still she didn't seem to be contented. Contented means not satisfied. Okay. She had read the description of this view. Whatever she was watching outside the window, already she had read this description of this view several times before and had seen this scene on the video also. Okay. But this was a different now. Reading the description was one thing. Watching the pictures and the videos captured by the camera was another thing. But getting an opportunity to view that amazing panorama with your own eyes, being present physically right in the midst of it, was indeed an out of the world experience. Now, getting the or watching the pictures or watching the videos captured by camera was another thing, but now Sally was experiencing the all the views outside the window. Okay, physically she was physically present, being a present physical right in the midst of it was indeed an out of the world experience. Out of the world means what? Not found on the earth. Okay. And panorama means what? Very wide view. Okay, she was watching amazing panorama with your own eyes, being present physically. Okay, no matter how long she sat gazing her awe. Now and wonder did not seem to abate. Abate means become less, and awe means what? Fear. Okay. Now here Sally was sitting and watching outside view. Okay, where she was sitting? She was sitting in the space shuttle. Okay, and the earth gradually appeared to get smaller and smaller in the sky, and the azure blue sky was now looking jet black. The clouds had disappeared. The stars were shining bright. Means where Sally was going to, where her trip was going to the moon. Okay, and she was going towards the moon, and gradually when she was going up, the earth gradually appeared to smaller and smaller in the sky. And azure means what? Bright blue sky was now looking jet black. The clouds had disappeared and the stars were shining bright. This trip to the moon was exorbitantly expensive, but still Sally's mother had sent her on the trip. Exorbitantly means what? Now see, exorbitantly means excessively, very expensive this trip going to the moon. But then also Sally's mother was ready to send her on the trip. Okay. In our childhood, we could not even think of such a long distance trips. The longest trip meant going to Europe. If you are getting this opportunity, make the most of it, said Mummy. Oh, Mummy, Neha's grandmother was saying that in their childhood, the longest trip for the school children used to be only up to the Delhi or Calcutta. It seems so funny, isn't it? Said Sally, laughing. Remembering the incident made her laugh even now. Now, see, children, your mother was saying to Sally, what? Now you are getting a chance to go on the moon. It is very good. You can go, isn't it? So, it was the conversation between Sally and her mother about the trip. Now the shuttle was getting closer and closer to the moon. Then it started orbiting the moon. In every 32 minutes, the shuttle completed one revolution around the moon. And now here shuttle was getting closer to the moon. They are going near the moon. And then it started orbiting. Orbiting means what? Moving around another object. Generally a star or a planet. That means your shuttle was moving around the moon, isn't it? And then it started orbiting the moon, and in every 32 minutes the shuttle completed one revolution around the moon. It takes how much time? 32 minutes to take one revolution around the moon. Light and darkness followed each other in a quick succession. The dome-shaped settlements on the moon, which resembled the igloo of the Eskimos, were now visible. And as they are going closer to the moon, they are taking the shuttle, taking the round revolution around the moon. At that time, the light and the darkness followed each other in a quick succession, and the dome shape, what they saw there, the dome shaped settlements on the moon, okay, like it is which resemble the igloos of the Eskimos, were now visible. After some time, Sally's shuttle made a slow, measured, and the safe landing on the moon. The door of the shuttle was open, and the children were escorted through an airtight tunnel to the settlement of the Neil Armstrong base. Now, after some times, what happened? Sally's this shuttle made a slow, measured means steady, firmly, okay, and safe landing on the moon. The door of the shuttle was open, and the children were escorted. Escorted means what? The children were conducted to some place, or children were guided, okay, through an airtight tunnel settlement. Where which settlement? The name of the settlement was at the Neil Armstrong, okay. The receptionist at the entrance to the base gave some instructions at the very outset, and as soon as they landed on the moon at the entrance of that settlement, Neil Armstrong settlement, a receptionist was there, and what she started giving some instructions, okay. What a receptionist said? I welcome you all to the Neil Armstrong base. To make your stay on the moon pleasant and comfortable, I would like you to take a certain precautions. Precautions means certain care. Okay, or we can say that steps taken in advance to prevent something dangerous or unpleasant, or take a care. Listen carefully to my instructions and please follow them during your stay. She has given some instructions. Which were the instructions? Just see. You know that the gravitational force of the moon is 1/6 that of the earth. In the human settlements on the moon, a gravitational force equivalent to that of the earth has been artificially maintained. But outside those settlements, the gravitational force of the moon is at work. Means what she said? She said that in the settlements, means the Neil Armstrong settlements, in that the gravitational force of the moon is equivalent to the earth. Means why equivalent to the earth? Because it is has been artificially maintained. But outside the settlement, the gravitational force of the moon is at work. You will have to be extremely careful when you roam around there. The second point to the remember is related to the shopping on the moon. You all must be interested in carrying the souvenirs back home from the moon. Yes, we are also, when we go to the trip, we also bring some souvenirs, means some things, okay, reminders from that place. Okay, now here receptionist said that you are also very much interested in carrying the souvenirs back, but what to do? Please buy the articles only from the shops which are inside the dome-shaped settlements. Why? Because there the gravitational force is maintained, artificially maintained like a earth. There you will be assured of the genuine articles. Do not buy anything from the unauthorized shops outside the settlements. I wish you a very happy and pleasant stay on the moon. In this way, this receptionist has given instructions to all the students and the teachers also. A jam-packed 3 days program awaited the children on the moon. A jam-packed. Jam-packed means what? Extremely full. Okay, very busy. 3 days were very busy. According to the earth calculations on the moon, there were 15 days of daylight and the 15 days of night time. The 3 days of the trip were going to be the part of the night time on the moon. One of the most important programs of the first day was, now they went on the moon for a trip. How many days? 3 days, and all the 3 days were night time. Okay, and the first day program was Skywatch. Skywatch was the first day program. On the earth, it was usually foggy and the stars were seen rarely and only very faintly. Foggy means it is related to the weather. Okay, faintly means dim. That means here the stars were seen rarely and only very dim. There was no atmosphere on the moon. On the dark background on the moon sky, the stars shone dazzling bright, and stars were shining brightly, dazzling bright. The most attractive view was that of the disk of the earth. In the moon sky, the earth looked 13 times bigger than the moon in the earth sky, and here earth looked how many times bigger? 13 times bigger than the moon in the earth sky. It was also 17 times brighter. The earth light fell on the moon. This beautiful enchanting view made Sally and her friend ecstatic. They fell asleep feeling happy, excited and comfortable at the same time. Now enchanting means very attractive. Okay, that this beautiful attractive view was very attractive and made Sally and her friends ecstatic. Ecstatic means very happy. They became very happy and fell asleep because why? They were very much tired. That's why they asleep feeling very happy and excited and comfortable at the same time. Now next day. The second day's attraction was the circus on the moon. One unique feature of the circus was the sitting arrangement. The spectators were spectators means what? Audience. Okay, second day, what is the second day program? Circus on the moon. Okay, and their unique arrangement, sitting arrangement was very much unique. The spectators were made to sit in the tent. Why in the tent? Because outside the tent there is a gravitational force of the moon. Okay, and in the tent it was artificially maintained like a earth. That's why all the audience were sitting in the tent, and the circus was going on outside. Okay, high jumps and the long jumps were the special attractions. One gymnast jumped 27 meters high. That means circus was going on, and all the children were sitting in the tent inside the settlements. On both the days, besides the main attractions, much time was reserved for visiting the various settlements there, and they also visited the different settlements around there. It was expected that the students should spend some time for self-study. The teacher had assigned them the task of writing an essay on how they spend their time on the moon, and same time the teacher has given some homework that they have to write an essay on what how they spend their time on the moon, which places they visited, what they observed, etc. Sally and her friends had traveled far and wide and had done a lot of sightseeing. Now next paragraph. On the third day, now last day, on the third day, their teacher took them to a place of historical importance. 100 years ago, Neil Armstrong had landed at this place. Everyone was looking forward to this visit to the historical monument. And the third day where they went to watch the places of historical importance. And hundreds of years ago, Neil Armstrong, that means here we all know that Neil Armstrong was the first person to land on the moon, and they visited that monument. It was the oldest place in the history of the man on the moon. The first footprint of the Neil Armstrong was preserved on the moon land. Beside the footprints was grand statue of Armstrong. Armstrong statue also there. His footprints also preserved. At the base of the statue were carved the first words uttered by the human on the moon. And which was the words uttered by the Neil Armstrong on the moon? One small step for a man, one giant leap of a mankind. And these words were carved, written on the base of the statue. Now next attraction for the children was that they were going to wear the spacesuit for the first time. Then they were going to roam outside the experiencing the gravitational force of the moon. Be careful. That means all the children, what they did, they wear the spacesuit and they started enjoying the gravitational force of the moon. That means they went outside the settlement. Now everybody means teachers were saying them that be careful when you walk, dear children. Don't run or sprint, you will fall. The teacher was warning repeatedly, but who was in the mood to listen? They hopped, jumped and ran around, and no one was listening teacher's instructions. Everybody was enjoying hopping, jumping and running. Buy ornaments specially made from the stones on the moon. Very cheap, cheaper than those available in the shops in the settlement. Cheaper and the better. At least have a look. The roadside shopkeepers screamed at the top of their voice. Now when they were started roaming, all the children, at that time the hawkers were there. That means shopkeepers, they were screaming, shouting that come on, take the ornaments which are made up of the stones. Very cheap. These are very special, very good quality. Okay, come on and buy it. Buy sister, buy. I am selling these earrings really cheap. Saying this, he approached the Sally and displayed the sets of shining stones earrings. Sally suddenly remembered her mother. Tomorrow they were to start on their return journey. She had completely forgotten her mother in the last 3 days. She felt terribly guilty. Now, when the shopkeeper said to the Siley that, "Come on, sister, take these earrings." At that time, when Siley saw, she remembered her mother. Okay, and she wanted to take those earrings for her mother because tomorrow they were to start their return journey. Buy this, sister, don't think much cheaper and better, take it. Siley looked around. The other children had proceeded ahead. Come on, give me those red earrings. Quick, Siley pointed at them and asked, "What's the price?" "Only 1,000 rupees, replied the salesman. Siley immediately paid the amount, took the earrings, and ran to catch up with her friends. In this way, Siley purchased those earrings for 1,000 rupees and started running to catch up with her friends. On returning home, Siley told her mother very enthusiastically, "Mummy, look what I have brought for you." Her mother picked up the earring. She exclaimed, "Hello, dear. How am I going to wear such a heavy earrings?" Siley immediately realized her mistake. Siley had purchased the earrings in the field of the moon's gravity. Okay, so children, here beforehand only this receptionist has given the instructions that don't buy anything outside the settlements because due to the gravitational force of the moon. Okay, and Siley had purchased these earrings in the earrings in the field of the moon's gravity, which was not equivalent to the gravity of the earth. Correct? So, hope students you understood this lesson. Now, watch the video of margin question answers and the English workshop at the end of this video.